Welcome back. I had reached my limit. Smiling wryly to hide my embarrassment, I dragged Shion into the store with me. Excuse me. I want to buy that doll in the dress that's in the window. After a moment, I heard a voice of acknowledgement, and an apron-clad employee soon appeared. Kei-chan? The shock, the horror. And why are you here? Uh-oh. This has nothing to do with you. Oh, Shion is a master manipulator. I'm on a date with Kei-chan right now. Huh? What? Why is Kei-chan? Even if you ask why, I'd like to know the answer myself. Mion looked at me with an expression of confusion and surprise. But that was the same with me. Again, it's so weirdly phrased. If she was there, then who was next to me? Finally, Kei-chan understands. I said it right at the beginning. I'm Shion Sonozaki, my sister's younger twin. Kei-chan, you even called me Shion, didn't you? Shion, saying that, pouted cutely. What? Why is that necessary? Pouted cutely. What? Whoa. What is going on? Tell me, Shion. Not much. I was wondering what kind of person this Kei-chan you were so infatuated with was. That's a confusing sentence. So I happened to give him a ticket to the dessert festa. There, when I was being bothered by all sorts of troublesome customers, Kei-chan gallantly appeared and saved me by kicking them all to the curb, or something like that. What? Both Mion and I raised our voices pathetically, expressing our confusion to the utmost. Mion, you phoned me yesterday, right? I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about. I delivered that bento for you, didn't I, Kei-chan? That was me, right? Look at her face. So evil. Or was it my sister? The person known as Mion Sonozaki put together a bento and bravely went to a boy's home to deliver it, maybe. Oh, you're a lot bolder than you look, sis. With a loud pop, a trail of smoke began to rise from Mion's head. No, I don't know. See, Kei-chan? My sister says she doesn't know. So everything up until yesterday was me! Kono Shion da! You might have thought it was my sister pretending to be me, but with this, there's no doubt, right? I couldn't tell up from down at that moment. If there was a mirror around, I could have seen my eyes go wide from the shock. Now, little Miss Shopkeeper, could you wrap up that doll in the window? It's the first present from the person I've come to love. Wait, whoa, we've escalated really fast. So make sure you tie it up nicely with a ribbon. Mion, completely flustered, was being cornered by a sly-faced Shion. My brain had stopped working. What? Huh? Kei-chan? What is going on? Same. Well, let's go. Kei-chan, it's already dark out, so I'll see you home. Sis, sorry, but could you phone the house in Okinomiya and have them send out a car? Maybe a van that we can fit a bike into, please. In contrast to Shion, who had glee written all over her face, Mion was an empty shell and looked like she could burst into tears at any moment. Kei-chan, you monster. Oh, Kei-chan. After that, Mion's grumblings were unrelenting. Well, that escalated. Hey, I see One Piece in the background. All right, we got a new tip. It hasn't been a while. Not easy being green. Indeed. Stop saying it's been a while. We've seen each other every day up until yesterday, haven't we? Whatever. If you say so, we'll go with that. Someone from Shion's house came to get me in a station wagon. I had initially refused, but Shion insisted, and so both my bicycle and I ended up stuffed in the car. It's the same car as always. Said car was currently driving across the single bumpy road leading to Hinamizawa. For goodness sake, Shion was at Mion's level at least, or maybe even a better actor. Either way, no matter what questions I pressed her with, she'd slip out of them like an eel. Still, you two look so alike. If you tied your hair back like Mion does, you would look exactly like her. Oh, sorry, would you look exactly like her? Who knows? That's probably what would happen. We're identical twins through and through. In the past, we could just change our clothes and no one would be the wiser. I remember we'd swap places at every opportunity and fooled a whole lot of people. The middle-aged driver wearing a black suit heaved a heavy sigh. Like he were a butler. Same. What's wrong, Kasai? That was a pretty deep sigh. Excuse me, I was just thinking that you haven't changed. Get shaded. You could see many years of hardship on the man's face through the rearview mirror. Oh, poor guy. Anyway, Kei-chan, your house was around here, right? Kasai doesn't know much about Hinamizawa aside from the road that goes to the Sonozaki main house. If you leave it to him, he'll take you all the way to Yagouchi. I don't want that. Excuse me, could you stop at the narrow road at the next right? I'll walk from there. He stopped the car at the desired place. The driver, Kasai-san, got my bike out of the trunk for me. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for showing me home today. Was it Kei-san? Your name, that is. Yes. You must be having various difficulties, but I believe she will grow tired soon, so please endure things until then. Oh, this poor butler. He gave me a deep, deep look of sympathy. This guy has definitely been dealing with the Sonozaki sisters ever since they were little kids. Poor guy is just dead on the inside. However, like Mion-san, she's a kind person at heart. Yeah, sure she is. So that means she'll be as much of a bother as Mion, right? The man's face froze in a smile. His reply lost. Yeah, sure, buddy. Hey, back me up here. Bye, Kei-chan. We'll see each other again soon. Say hi to my sister for me too. Maybe I'll start going to Hinamizawa tomorrow. Oh, don't you dare. If you transferred in, I'll transfer out to a school in Okinomiya. Wow, that was really mean, Kei-chan. A short beep of the horn. The man gave a little wave to me from the driver's seat. Then the car withdrew into the dark night roads, leaving dust in its wake. Man, this entire day made no sense. Indeed. I ran into Mion while I was with Shion, and the former's expression, like a pigeon shot with a pellet gun, had finally begun to make a strong impression on me. Wait, what? They picked the strangest metaphors. Alright. I don't know why that wasn't in the normal story, why that was a tip, but okay. The next day. It was a strange day where Mion was desperate to regain her composure. Every time our eyes met, she would say that she had something to do or that she had to use the washroom and run off. Unable to just watch, Lena was taking care of her the whole time. Mion-san, she's acting totally strange today. I know the whole story, but it's hard to explain. There are times when girls are emotionally unstable. It's best to just leave her alone. Turning around, I saw Lena calling me from the hallway. I wondered what it was. Keiichi-kun, over here, over here. What is it, calling me over like this? Is it a secret? That is... It looks like it was a disaster. What? Yeah. Mi-chan seemed pretty broken, but I somehow got her working again. I'm surprised you managed it. How did you exactly? Same way I do with the television. Just come at it from a 45-degree angle and hee-yah! Saying that, she made a chopping motion. You know, I can't tell if you're joking or not, right? She'll be fine by tomorrow. I slapped her upside the head. She's good. Also, there's something I want you to do, Keiichi-kun. I didn't meant to do anything wrong. But I still feel guilty. Indeed, I didn't meant to do anything wrong. I'm listening. Thanks. You see, Mi-chan is just going to pretend the last few days never happened. Never happened, huh? I see. Well, that's one way to run from it. So, you see, Keiichi-kun, could you pretend too? Then Mi-chan can go back to normal. Just doing something as simple as that? Is it really going to be okay? Please, until Mi-chan gets her feelings in order, just go with it. Okay, I got it. Even though I shouldn't have been at fault, for some reason I felt guilty. The one at fault here was the one who knew about the entire situation and pretended to be Mion for an entire day. Shion. Ugh, but she never once said that she was Mion. Ugh, what am I supposed to be angry at? Seeing me stomping the ground impatiently, Lena giggled. But Keiichi-kun, you knew as well that Mi-chan has some cute things about her. Lena talked in a calm voice as her hair rustled in the wind. Yeah, I know that she'll never let it be boring. Good. Following this curt reply, Lena looked up at the sky and stretched. As long as you realize that, Keiichi-kun, these past few days will soon be nothing more than a story to laugh about. Copying Lena, I also began to stretch as I looked at the sky. The clear sky towered into the distance. There's no club activities or anything today. I'm sorry, Keiichi-kun, but just for today, can you go home by yourself? It'll all be back to normal by tomorrow, so just for today, okay? If all it took for everything to go back to normal was to leave Mion alone for today, then it was an easy decision to make. Got it. I can't say it directly to Mion, so I'll say it to you. I still feel kind of guilty about it, so I want to apologize. Ah, no. The root of the problem was Keiichi-kun saying something insensitive, right? So if you learned anything from this, you need to look a bit into gaining a sense of delicacy. Right, I'll try. That day was the shortest day of my life. Lena was talking to Mion while accompanying her around the entire time. It looked like a really fun conversation, so I reflexively thought about joining in, but I had made a promise not to. It seemed that Mion was also trying her best to ignore me. So likewise, I did my best to ignore her. For the first time in a while, I ate lunch alone. Mion and Lena ate theirs by themselves. As I let out a sigh in my ashen mood, Nika-chan came over and patted me on the head. Both Keiichi and me learned a whole lot. I'd never say it like that. It made it sound like we were having romantic problems. I didn't like that one bit. Hopefully the teacher wouldn't notice and call us to the staff room after school or something. I'm sure that Keiichi will grow up to be a wonderful adult. Pat pat. Nika-chan is the studious type, so maybe you'll grow up to be an amazingly wonderful adult. Of course. When I grow up, I'll be super amazing. When I grow up, I'll be an amazing lady, you know? No matter how old you get, you'll still be a brat. You can put money on it. What did you say? As Satoko snapped her fingers, a wash basin fell from above, hitting me squarely in the head. In the head, indeed. Ow! What do you think you're doing, Satoko? Bang smash. Pinch squeeze. It was a day I could thoroughly appreciate the value of having friends. Normal human interactions. Today was Saturday, so school ended in the blink of an eye. It really felt good to go home with the sun so high in the sky. On any other day, our club would have been up to mischief during our ample after-school time, but today Rika-chan had a rehearsal for tomorrow's Watanagashi to go to. Yes, let's get to the festival. How is that going, Rika-chan? Do you have it down in practice? I'll try harder than last year. You were so exhausted and sweaty after last year's ceremony. She'll look far more fit for the role this year. Please look forward to the fruits of her training. The Watanagashi festival everyone had been talking about was tomorrow, wasn't it? The festival being in June felt a little early to me, but the onset of summer came quickly this year, so it fit the image of a summer festival pretty well. Okay, we'll be off then. Look forward to tomorrow. Good day to you all. Satoko and Rika-chan waved to us energetically, then left. You know, I never asked, where is the festival happening anyway? I don't remember there being anywhere around here that seemed suited for hosting one. They do it at the Furude Shrine. We went there for a walk one day, remember? It was that place with the really good view. Oh right, I remember. There was a shrine all the way up on that hill, wasn't there? It seemed far too grand for Hinamizawa. There's a great meeting hall in the shrine too. The older people get together there and sing karaoke or practice calligraphy from time to time. It's more like a recreational facility than a simple shrine. I see. I guess it makes sense that it looks so grand then. Mi-chan, is your family going to help set up today? Yep, we have male hands for that. Most of our relatives come from town to help. Male hands, huh? Well, I mean, I have nothing to do at home today, so... Would it be a problem if I squirmed my way in there to help out too? Huh? You want to help us, Kei-chan? Not if it'll bother you all. I was just kind of interested. We had bond dances and other festivals in the town I used to live in, but I didn't even know where they took place, much less wanted to help. You could say that I had absolutely no connection to the region. Having come to Hinamizawa though, it really made me feel like this place was a home that I had returned to. Before I knew it, I harbored a little interest in the small community activity of preparing for a festival the day before. I wonder if you'll be able to, Keiichi-kun. There's a lot of building tents and setting up chairs. I hear it's pretty hard physical labor. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it alone, right? The more hands we have, the faster it'll go. Mion looked happy to hear that, but at the same time her expression was complex, tinged with hesitation. Lena gave her the last push for me. It's decided then. You should go for it, Keiichi-kun. He's all yours, Mi-chan. Put him through the ringer. Well, I can't argue with a recommendation from Lena. Okay then, go home first, put on some work clothes and come to the shrine. Oh, and you might want to bring a towel to wipe your sweat too. Got it. I may look scrawny, but I actually quite like breaking a sweat under the hot sun. Careful you don't hurt your back, okay? Right, enough of my old man spiel. I'll go to the shrine too, as soon as I've changed. Bjoom. Mi-chan, you do your best too. Bye-bye. Mion waved vigorously to us and left. As far as I could tell from her gallant retreating figure, she seemed to have recovered from the weak state she had yesterday. Girls are quick to get over things. Mi-chan is already fine. Right. Her switching back to normal so cleanly really makes it easy for me to talk to her. It was kind of funny though, wasn't it? Kind of like Cinderella. Like, you can't meet her anymore once the magic wears off. Huh? What are they talking about? Lena began to giggle a fair bit in amusement. Did she like this sort of thing? Incidentally, me going along with it gave me a weird, hard-to-describe feeling. Did I turn myself into a plaything, or did they do it for me? If you think it's so funny, then you should try pretending to be a different Lena too. Be careful. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Keiichi-kun, what kind of Lena would you want to meet? I'm not reading that. Just so you know. No, absolutely not. I can't do that. She'd be great at cooking and make me lunch and come to see me in the mornings. I do that already. I pull Lena's head into a tight grip, then start to pet it. Why does this always have to make things weird? You're Dena Dugu, right? Dena, not Dana. So, you just stay as Dena forever. Got it? Thanks. Have fun helping set up the festival. You got it. Let's meet up tomorrow. This is absolutely how humans interact with each other. I got changed right away, and slinging a towel around my neck like Mion suggested, I set off for the shrine. Ah, the feeling of summer. At the shrine, there were more people than you'd imagine even live in Hinamizawa there. All cordoning off areas and setting up tent frameworks, chatting amongst themselves as they did so. Alright, where is Mion? The liveliness of the throng didn't make it easy to look for her. I searched around as if I already worked there, and suddenly the principal called out to me. If it isn't Mayabara-kun. Interesting. Have you come to help with the Watanagashi setup? Hello. Yes, I was just wondering if there was anything I could help with. How commendable your attitude is. Feel free to sweat to your heart's content. Gah ha ha ha. Spurred on by the principal, I came upon a group of people setting up tents. Oh, what's this? It's Mayabara-chan. Did you come all this way to help us? I hadn't found Mion yet, but I supposed I'd just get in her way if I ran into her. Yeah, I'm here to help. Just tell me where you need me. You young ones have all the vitality. Here, grab some work gloves. Ever built a tent before? No, never. Delighting in teaching a new skill to someone younger, plenty of people happily taught me all sorts of things. Okay kid, go inside the tent and tie up just the cords for the top. After that, we'll stand it up and tie the rest of them. Butterfly knots are okay, right? There and there. All done? We're standing it up. 1, 2, 3. What was once nothing more than a collapsed tent was raised on 4 splendid legs before my eyes in mere moments. Whoa, seeing it put together like this is actually pretty moving. Come on, no time to stare and wonder. We've got a lot more to do. We packed the tents into the truck, so go get them from there. They're heavy, so take someone with you. Nah, I'm good. I may look scrawny, but I'm actually pretty strong. Whoa! They look light enough, so I thought they were, but they're heavy. That's why I told you to have someone help. Come on, said the man, lifting it up with a grunt and taking it away under his arm. Either I'm weak or these old guys all have superhuman strength. Yes. Let's go. You're the youngest one here, so we're going to make you sweat for it. Do your best. Beer after work is the best. I'm a minor. Sweat dripped from my body. Thanks. I needed to know. I had been fully and completely absorbed in helping them. I would never have thought the cold barley tea from the Women's Society could taste this delicious. You're so young. Make sure you drink a lot. Thank you. It was then that I realized a crowd had formed near the shrine a ways off. When I took a closer look, I saw a girl dressed in shrine maiden garb and a handful of old men looking like they were preparing for the ceremony together. Is that Rika-chan? Hey, Rika-chan! Do your best! Sorry, do you best. Yes, indeed, do you best. Always make sure to do you best. I shouted and it seemed like she heard me. Rika-chan, positively exploding with vitality, answered with a smile. That is just the strangest way to phrase that. What? The older guys with me watched Rika-chan as well with distant gazes. That's creepy. Rika-chama is doing a great job. She seems far more used to this than she did last year. The old lady who gave me the tea clasped what looked like prayer beads in her hands and said, Rika-sama, we thank you, we thank you. And just like that, began to respectfully pray to her. Huh? I just remembered that they called it the Furude Shrine. Wasn't Rika-chan's full name Rika Furude? Wow, he's very smart. The man standing next to me answered my question. That's right. Rika-chama's Furude clan is ancient and honorable and has worshipped Oyashiro-sama for generations. Huh? I'd always gotten the feeling she wasn't quite your average person, but it turned out she was from an esteemed family. After her father, who was the shrine priest, died the year before last, she's really been doing her best to learn the rituals. I wish the priest could have been here to see how wonderfully she's grown up. What? Rika-chan's father passed away? Okay, break time is over. Let's get the chairs we are not using back to the gym in Okinomiya. Maki-san, pull the truck around here and take a few people with you. Alright, Mayabara-kun, let's get to work on one last job. Gah. You're gonna make me do more work? I can't tell if they know I'm a minor or not, but the older men all cheer me on, encouraging me to do my best and that the beer will be great. Kei-chan, working hard I see. I passed by Mion. She was carrying a big cardboard box. It looked like she was right in the middle of working as well. Judging by the sweat seeping into her shirt, it seemed I wasn't the only one with his hands full. That's an unfortunate way of phrasing that. Yeah, I'm working my ass off. You work hard too. The beer's gonna be great. We were worked to the bone until the sun began to set and it started cooling off. I love the idea that she just like cracks open some beers after work with all the guys. It was soon full-fledged night and the clear sound of the Higurashi, I love that they never translate that, eased the moderate pain I felt. The older guys began their night before drinking party in a tent a fair bit off, causing quite a ruckus. The shrine grounds, on the other hand, had turned into a lonely road tickled by the cool evening breeze, despite being so festive just a little while ago. The wind felt good. I leaned on one of the stone guardian dogs at the front of the shrine. I gave my legs a good stretch as I let my mind wander, and suddenly a paper cup filled with barley tea was thrust before me. Kei-chan, great work. Here's some tea for you. You're so considerate. Thanks, me. Her voice sounded exactly the same, but it felt different somehow. Wait, you're... Haha! Heya! It's me, Kono Shion da! Don't go giving Mion all the credit. She isn't considerate at all. Don't get us confused, okay? I love how nasty she is. Shion, you little... Now that I've caught you, you're not getting away. It was your mistake, Kei-chan. I've never said I was anyone other than Shion. Stars. Oh, I guess I can't argue with that. Heh. That's right. You're no match for my older sister, so I can't let you be a match for me either. Anyway, your tea. It's going to get warm. Come on, please cheer up. I'm trying to make it up to you with this tea. Well, she did come all the way here to give it to me. I guess I'll accept it. I took the cup and downed it in one gulp. And then suddenly, I heard a loud shout and it got stuck in my throat. What? Cough, cough, hack. Which one is it this time? Is it the real Mion? Shion! Why are you hanging out with Kei-chan again? Because unlike you, I'm very considerate. Oh, it's on. Kei-chan was so sweaty. I couldn't leave him alone, so I brought him some tea. By the way, why are you holding 2 cups of tea? Mion's face went bright red and she tried to hide the paper cups behind her back. Oh, this Shion is the nastiest piece of work. Well, this is... There's no way you, such a rough, timid, good sister of mine, would ever briskly bring a male classmate tea, is there? So what are they? What are those 2 cups of tea? These are, well, right. I was just so thirsty. I figured I'd drink 2. That's so like you. Come on, chug, chug. What is going on? As Shion cheered at her, Mion downed both the cups of tea one after the other. I mean, if it's a hot day, it's really not that hard to drink 2 little paper cups of tea. Come on. Ugh, cough, cough. What a fabulous drink that was. I expected nothing less from you. Kei-chan, you give her a hand too. Wait, suddenly this situation has gotten unbelievable. Suddenly? Really, Kei-chan? Suddenly? Mion doesn't usually get manipulated so easily like that. I've known for a while now, but Shion is terrifying. I love Shion. She's such a piece of work. Mion, you can't hold your own against Shion. I hate her. And lately I hate her even more. Whoop. Just then I heard the snap of a camera shutter. Hey, there he is. Good evening. The festival is coming up tomorrow. Thanks for all your hard work setting it up today. Good evening. Oh, Shion-chan. It's quite unusual for you to come here. Oh hey, it's Tomitake and Takano-san. Good evening. It's been a while, hasn't it? So, you're that transfer student I've been hearing about, Keiichi Mayabara-kun, right? You really did a bang-up job today. I'm impressed. I feel like I've seen this photographer guy before. Have we met before? I'm glad you remembered. We've passed many times on the road, Keiichi-kun. I'm Tomitake. I'm a freelancing photographer from Tokyo. Then, do you recognize me? I'm sorry, but I don't. She's Mio Takano-san. Takano-san. Do you remember when you were at the doctor's office when you still had a cold, Kei-chan? Mio-san is one of the nurses who works there. Call me Takano. I'm pleased to meet you. I wonder if she squeezed over them like in the shrine storeroom. What? Huh? I'm pleased to meet you. I wonder if she squeezed over them like in the shrine storeroom. I don't understand any of that. What are they talking about? Who are they talking about? Why did that just come out of nowhere? That's very thoughtful of you. What? Tomitake-san seemed to be quite entertained at the Sonozaki twins being in the same place, and he took picture after picture. I'm so confused by what that sentence is supposed to mean. I feel like something's missing. I've heard about them, but this is the first time I've actually seen a pair of identical twins. You really do look exactly alike. We're not just alike on the outside. See, our underwear matches too. Stars. She's such a monster. Ah, you idiot. What the heck are you doing? Alright, we're gonna end this episode here. Well, things are moving at least. We finally got to the part where they revealed, hey, Shion actually is her own separate person, and she's also a bit of a monster. Alright, well, come back next week and we'll find out what the heck they are doing. I'll see you guys then. See ya.